Do you want to live in Bearspaw, Southwest Edmonton for under $400,000? You're going to want to check out this unique property. All right, so we are standing in this really cool space.
Yeah, it is.
This is my favorite part of this house.
It's beautiful.
We are standing in the living room that has vaulted ceilings. And when I say vaulted, I mean vaulted. They're very tall. I don't even know how tall.
Tall.
Probably at least 20 feet. And you've got this space that overlooks into the living room. And we're gonna talk all about this property. But before we get into the property, I want to talk about this area that we're in.
Yeah, so Bearspaw. We haven't been here.
No, Bearspaw is actually, interestingly enough, there's like Bearspaw in Calgary, which is very fancy.
Very, very fancy.
And then in Southwest Edmonton, it's still pretty nice. I was looking up some information, and Bearspaw was named after a Stony Plain chief. And I'm not going to try to say his original name, but Bearspaw is the English translation. So it was named after him, and it was primarily, this area was built in the 1980s and then was completed in 1990s. So most of the homes you're going to see here are single family homes. That's the primary base of it. But you've got duplexes like the one we're standing in. This one happens to be condominiumized. And then there are some row housing. So this neighborhood has a good mix, but definitely like on the older side, which also means you've got a lot of trees.
Yeah, very well established, and like community amenities too, right?
Yes.
Like, it's all there.
So because of the established age of this neighborhood, the community is really established. There are community leagues called the Yellowbird Community League.
Yeah.
And they have, I don't know if you noticed on the way here.
I did.
There's a community garden.
Yes.
They have batting cage.
Yeah, tennis court.
And I was like, that's weird to have a
really?
batting cage. I've never seen that as a community thing before.
I'd love it. I'd use it.
Maybe you should move here.
Maybe.
So there's also a playground, and then there's the Keowin School and the Keowin Playground. And then just lots of green space around here.
And a little like a little strip mall kind of.
Yes.
With some different
Just a lot of
shops
convenience
and
stores.
stuff. Yeah.
And we're actually really close to IKEA.
Yes,
If that's something important to you.
Yep, you can get your Christmas tree there.
Yep. This neighborhood is bounded on the west by Blackman Creek Ravine. To the south, it's Anthony Henday Drive. To the east, Calgary Trail, Gateway Boulevard. And the north boundary is located about 18th Avenue. Calgary Trail provides a lot of easy access to all of the South Common amenities and the international airport. So this area is located really close to a lot of other amenities, not just IKEA, but also if you are a professional looking to move here or a professional student, the U of A is actually not far.
Yep.
Downtown's not far. And then you've also got Old Scona, like that whole farmer's market feel and everything like that.
Yeah, that's nice, yeah.
So if you are that kind of person that's looking for a easy, I shouldn't say easy, maintenance-free lifestyle.
Yeah, well, when you have when you're living within a condo, then there are things that are getting taken care of for you, and that is nice, right? You don't have to worry about lots of things.
You have composite decking on your deck outside.
You have a deck, which is so cool.
Yeah.
It's right off of this living area. It's so nice.
And this space inside is over 2,000 square feet.
It is large.
So if you are looking for condo living and you don't like the restrictions of how small everything feels,
This is not feeling small.
no, it doesn't feel small. And it's, like we said at the beginning, it's a very unique layout. This home is going to be for somebody who is going to appreciate all the uniqueness of this floor plan. When you walk into the property, you have a foyer, and then you kind of walk up a few stairs, and be warned, there's stairs everywhere in this house.
Yeah.
So you'll definitely get your steps in.
Yeah.
The primary bedroom is off on, like, over the garage, and you have a little deck out there too. And then you've got a 5-piece ensuite, and there's even a massive soaker tub.
Yeah.
Did you see that soaker
I
tub?
did. I was tempted to just see if I could fit in there.
So soaker tub also has like a million mirrors. So
I didn't notice that.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
That's a wall of mirrors. So
that's
it'll be
exciting.
interesting for Adam to try to figure out how to do that, because I've seen some renovations where they've taken all the mirrors off and then just put like a standalone tub.
Yeah.
This house has some updates done to it, but also not other things. So it kind of is a good mix, because if you want to just live the way you want, then it's fine. Or if you want to update it, you can. The kitchen, so speaking of updates, has been updated, has granite countertops, stainless steel appliances. It's got like an eating area and like this window, this picture window that kind of overlooks into the area that we're standing in.
Yeah, right behind you.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's also a second dining space just outside the kitchen, and that could also be used as an office. You don't have to have it as another dining space.
But
And
imagine entertaining in this house. It's so perfect because you're together, but there's also separate, so you can really entertain nicely.
Well, and there's also a basement that's fully finished.
Right.
So they're not technically bedrooms.
Throw people down there.
Yeah, throw people down there. Or maybe not throw them. And then upstairs there's like a flex space, so it's like a family room. You can have, it's like a bonus room in the newer houses.
Yeah.
And then you've got 2 more bedrooms and a bathroom. And again, more stairs. So everything, if you like cool different layouts, it's so hard to verbally explain. Even the video, I don't think, captures the uniqueness of this property. You actually have to see this house in person to kind of fully capture that. And then of course you'll be able to get a good feel of this neighborhood.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
So I mentioned there's a garage that the master sits over top.
Yeah.
Underneath is the garage, and the entrance is actually through the basement.
Right.
So it is technically attached.
Yeah.
So for all of those cold winter days that most Edmonton has, you can come in quickly. And speaking of which, when we actually do have warm weather, there's central AC in this house too.
Oh, awesome. And it's double, right?
Yes.
The garage. So
yeah, right.
you can get a couple
nice
vehicles
size
in there. Exactly.
So you want to have an AC home, especially when you've got all these levels, especially 2 stories.
Yeah.
And it's ready for you to buy here.